Hi, this is Harish from India. So in this video poster, I will talk about this curvature and correlation with some properties of the neutron star. So these are my two references where this talk will be has been prepared. So first I will brief introduce about this general relativity. As you know, according to the Einstein theory of general relativity, a massive objects wrap the space-time around them, and the effect of wrap has an object is called gravity, and this amount of wrap is measured as a strength of gravity, and which is also depends on this directly depends on the mass of the objects. So in that space time, so these curvatures are mainly depend on this metric, which mainly defines the geometry of the manifold, and there is an connection between these factors in the tangent space in the manifold, which is called affine connection, and also it has a direct connection with the metric elements, and this unique connection is described by the Christopher symbol. As you know that this all this information about this metric tensor, all these Christopher symbols are informations are contained in the Riemann tensor, which is defined as this like this. So then I will talk about this different tensor and its significance. So mainly Ricci tensor, Ricci scalar, Weyl tensor, etc. to measure the space-time curvature. And the Ricci tensor, Ricci scalar contains all the information about the Riemann tensor, leaving only traceless parts. And the Weyl tensor can be formed by removing all the contraction terms of the Riemann tensor. What physically this Ricci tensor or the all this tensor means? Now physically this Ricci tensor or Ricci scalar gives us or measures the volumetric change of the body in the presence of tidal effect, but the Weyl tensor only gives us information on this only the shape distortion of the body. However, the Riemann tensor measures both volumetric change of this body and shape distortion of the body in the presence of tidal force. So now I will talk about this. I talk about this the Einstein equation. So as you know, this is the famous Einstein equation. This G mu is called Einstein tensor, and this T mu is stress energy tensor. So there is a unique relation between this curvature tensor and this mass energy tensor. Mass energy tensor. That means the gravity is the manifestation of this space-time curvature. So then I will talk some I will give some brief idea about this curvature. Mainly people have defined some curvature like this space-time curvature is contain the ratio of m by r, which is also known as compactness. That means this larger the ratio, the larger is the gravitational curvature or the magnitude of curvature is more. For example, our Earth, this CE equal to me by re. So one can get this order 3 × 10⁻⁹, which is very small. As we go to our this largest curvature due to the sun, so this is around 10⁻⁶, and for white dwarfs this order is becomes more 10⁻⁴. Like this neutron star, this order is 0.2, because for a typical neutron star this mass is around 2 solar mass and radius is 10 km. And for black holes this compactness is 0.5, and all these details can be found from this compact star physics book by the Schaffner Village. Okay. So without going to the details of this calculation, so one can get all this formula from this this reference. So this Ricci scalar and the full contraction of Ricci tensor, full contraction of Riemann tensor, or it may be called as Grassmann scalar, full contraction of Weyl tensor, etc., which directly connect to each other this equation of state of this of a star. That means this E is the energy density and P is the pressure of a star, and this kappa is equal to 8 pi. Okay, so basically we will focus on these two quantity, this Riemann tensor, full contraction of Riemann tensor, and the Weyl tensor. Why? Because we will discuss in the next slide. So in this plot we have plotted this four quantity, and this kappa, J, R, and W, and also we have plotted this compactness eta. So if you see that all the curvatures are maximum at this surface and lowest at this maximum at the core and lowest at the surface. So at this surface part or the crossed part all the curvatures meet, therefore this crossed site are the best site to measure the GR deviation, etc., and pulsar modulation, etc. And if you see that the compactness is more at this surface and less at this um, core, because this mass content, total mass is more at the surface as compared to this core. Then we have plotted this surface curvature. What is surface curvature? Now this curvature at the surface of the star with respect to this neutron star surface sun surface curvature. So in this curvature we have plotted this surface curvature with this m solar mass, and we found that this order is 10 to the power 4 times than this sun surface curvature. So in this plot we have plotted for 3 parameter set, mainly 3 parameter RMA parameter set, relativity mean field model parameter sets. This red part is NL3, IFPB and G3. So this NL3 is the stiffest equation of state, and IFPB G3 is the softer equation of state. Okay. So if you see that the stiffest equation of state gives us this lowest surface curvature at the surface as compared to the NL3 and at G3. Okay, so then we will talk about this properties of different curvatures. So Ricci tensor gives the matter content of the universe by means of Einstein field equation. The component of Ricci scalar and Ricci tensor, if you see that slide, all these tensors become vanishes at the surface because this E and P are 0 at the surface. But if you see these two quantity, all this term vanishes except this last term, and for this also this first term. Therefore, these tensor are the well defined quantity to measure this curvature both inside and outside the star. Therefore, we have taken these two tensor, mainly this well tensor, full contraction well tensor, and full contraction of Riemann tensor to measure this space-time curvature. Similarly, the case for well tensor, which is vanished outside of the uniform star, because this m equal to 4 by 3 pi r k. If you use this formula, then this well tensor becomes vanished. Therefore, the Riemann tensor has non-vanishing component in the vacuum, so that Riemann tensor is more suitable for the curvature measurement of the spacetime. And then we will talk about this some facts about the neutron star. So if you see that this compactness is 0.3, order of 0.3 m by m solar mass and r by 10 km power minus 1, which measures this strength of the gravity. So if you know this neutron star mass and radius, you can get this compactness of the neutron star of a typical neutron star. So then we'll talk about this space-time curvature of this Grassmann scalar, which is around 10 to the minus 12 centimeter minus 2, and also this is some different quantity. So we got that this neutron star compactness as compared to the sun is 10 to the 5, and the curvature ratio is 10 to the 14. So these two quantities, compactness or curvature, asserts the relativity GR is indispensable for the description of the neutron star. The strong field gravity suggests that they can also be used to constant alternative or modified fields of gravity, and the high density behavior at the core of the neutron star, which helps to calculate the equation of rate of dense matter. Therefore, the neutron stars are the best natural testing ground of the ground information theory of fundamental force. What is the motivation? Then the quantities K and kappa and W, Grassmann scalar and well tensor are significant to measure the curvature both inside and outside the neutron star, except for spherical star. Since the quantity are dependent on the equation of state, therefore some observables like mass and radius of the neutron star, hence one can numerically calculate their values for the neutron star with different formalism. So in this formalism, we have taken 30 RMF equation of state, 15 Strom-Hartree-Fock equation of state, and 6 DDRMF models to calculate the equation of state, mass, radius relation, curvature, etc. So are there any correlation between these curvatures and properties of the neutron star? So one can find that the correlation between the surface curvature and compactness, and they are highly correlated, and this correlation is look cubic. And in this plot we have checked for 1.4 to 1.8 solar mass. So we found that there will be a strong correlations for 36 RMF sets and 15 SSF equation of state considered here. So, and this surface curvature and radius is also inversely correlated, and also this correlation is inverse cubic for all this star. So to calculate this correlation coefficient, although it is valid for linear correlation, but we can just quantify how it how is the how they correlated. So we have taken this Pearson formula. What is that? That is sigma xy and sigma xx, sigma yy, where this n is the number of model used and this xy are the two different variables. Okay. So in this plot, we have shown that the surface curvature and compactness for this canonical neutron star, and this for this case, we got the correlation coefficient around 0.992, which is highly correlated. And for this radius case, we got this 0.982, which is also strongly correlated. And after that, we have construct a heat map, which a 7 by 7 heat map. And in this plot, if you see that this this R 1.4 and this SC 1.4 is 0.98 percentage 98 0.98, that means 98% correlation between them. And for SC 1.4 and the compactness also more than 85%. So what conclusion we have got? Now we take 36 RMF, 15 SSF equation of state as input to the TFE equation and calculate mass, radius and curvatures. This Scratchman scalar and W are prominent quantity to measure curvature inside and outside the neutron star, and we find a strong correlation between the surface curvature and compactness around 99%, and the surface curvature and radius around 98%. More than 85% correlation found between this surface curvature and maximum mass neutron star and C 1.4 and surface curvature and R 1.4. That means the surface curvature and compactness and radius are highly correlated. Okay. But if you see that other quantities like surface curvature with R maximum, they are almost more than 85% correlated. Okay. Thank you.